like to go next?
Yeah, I'm just removing these bolts into the door mechanism here because they're kind of wiggling out. And Kayla says whenever they do get loose, they make it harder to close the door. So just removing one at a time, cleaning them with some degreaser and stuff and drying them off, and then putting some thread locker on them and sticking them back in and hoping that they stay. And it almost looks like it threads like right there, like it doesn't go in any further.
Oh, interesting.
So like if you thread lock it here, the threads aren't
wouldn't
really...
actually help at all.
Yeah.
Where are we? Okay, we're in Pavilion. And we think Smithers is our best bet. Okay, so June 2nd, Smithers.
Is there not a road to Juneau?
Yeah, I think we'll have to take a ferry.
Oh shit, okay.
So we were gonna get up and go hiking today, but instead we've ended up doing all sorts of projects on the van. So here's what we've been up to. Okay, there's a 3-step problem going on here, 3 different problems. Our sink was leaking, so when I went to pull the minute rice and a couple other things that we store down here out, I noticed they were wet. Got in here and realized it was leaking from up here, which is where obviously our faucet usually goes. So we pulled apart kind of this part of that faucet and put it back together. This morning, checked again, it was leaking. So now we've taken the entire thing apart. Jason has disassembled it as much as he can. We still don't know what's wrong, so we don't really have a plan for that yet. But we're at least drying it out in here, making sure we don't get any water damage. We've soaked everything up. Then 2, this fan has been leaking ever since I bought the van. So what I've done now is I took off the, this thing that goes around it so I can dry it out. Did find a little bit of mold. This mold is new. So we're really airing that out, spraying that down. I have been up on the roof and tried to reseal this fan so many times. It's always leaking from this side, so I think it actually comes from this open close thingy. Have not figured it out yet. But we're at least letting it air out, try to figure it out for now. And then next up, when I removed this panel off of the inside of the door to paint it and put the whiteboard paint on it, it's never quite gone back on the same. I think some of these screws are a little shredded, or what's the word? Stripped, thank you. So they just kind of spin. They've always been kind of short and kind of a bad fit. I don't really know. You know, this van has been built out and rebuilt out by 3 different people before me, so who knows. So what we just did is we took some flex glue and we flex glued all along this because it had a gap that you could stick like 2 fingers in. And then this is where it gets funny. So now we have 2 cans, one being a very terrible seltzer spritz thingy, and then a can of beans that are propping it out to hold it in so that this flex glue has a chance to dry. And then we have a giant stump down here holding the door in place so that everything stays together. So yeah, maybe we'll go hiking later.